everyone, it's Meg and welcome to another writing vlog. It was actually quite a while ago since I filmed my first writing vlog, even though I posted it in like September, August, something along those lines. I actually filmed it in June, so I feel like a good few months have passed now and it is time for me to give you guys somewhat of an update on my writing progress. If you guys did not watch my first writing vlog, I will leave a link in the description down below for you to go and check it out, and if you watch that first and then come back to this video, as the first video that I filmed is more of an introduction about me and my writing and kind of what I want to do with my writing, how I want to have it as a career, especially in poetry, and just kind of a bit of a backstory about me and my writing journey in general. So like I said before, today is more of an update, and it's an update, but how much progress I have made is debatable. So the thing is, I have made progress. I have been writing ideas down, which is mainly all I have been doing since my last vlog. I don't know if I've even finished a poem. I finished one poem, I think, since my last reading vlog, and I have come up with some new first drafts. I've redrafted some other poems, and what I seem to be doing a lot is just writing down ideas, whether it's like little scribbles of a first draft of a poem or ideas that pop into my head. I just literally write them down in a notebook that I have specifically for my poetry, and I've not been making it much further than that, which is not great, I must admit, but I feel like I'm still trying to find a writing routine that works for me. For the past year, I've been trying to get myself into a regular routine of writing. Usually on a Sunday afternoon I will take time out and write. If I can't do that, I will try and do it another time, but I've found it quite difficult to take that time to sit down and write, because I feel like I need to be in the right headspace, and obviously writing is like a muscle, like you need to work it to be able to get better at it and improve, and obviously being a writer, it's very difficult to write. You spend a lot of time procrastinating, which is what I have been doing, but I'm still working on getting to a regular process. At the moment, over the past few weeks, what I have been doing is I seem to be in the more mindset like late evening, like before I go to bed, so I will scribble ideas down and stuff, but I don't really work on it much other than that. So I need to just get back into the zone and get into it, and when hopefully I will have more time to write, as when I am filming this I'm actually going on holiday next week, which is awesome, so hopefully I can get some more time with that. But I'm still trying to work out a writing routine for that dedicated time to sit down and write, because I find that really difficult, but obviously the more I do it, the better I will hopefully get. Then I can make more progress by having a set time each week, or a certain amount of time each week where I dedicate solely to writing. Something that I have done though, which I set up in maybe June, around that time, I have decided to set up an Instagram account solely for my poetry and my personal photography work. I decided to do this. I was debating it for a while because I didn't want to be classed as like an Insta poet, and there's nothing wrong with Insta poets, it's just I didn't know if I wanted to kind of be classed as that as a poet. But at the same time, I want to share my work, and this seems like I don't really want to share it on other Instagram accounts that I have, so I thought I would do this and also combine it with my personal photography work, because there is stuff like self-portraits and other sort of portraiture work that I would love to share as well, that I don't want to share on my business photography account. So I've kind of combined the two together, and I've done a couple of posts. I will leave the link for that in the description as well if you guys want to check that out and follow my writing. And it's just called Meg Eliza, I believe, is what I called it. And I have really been enjoying that. I've not posted anything on it in a while, maybe in about a month or so, but I'm trying to get back into it. It's just that thing of trying to have enough work to post on it, because I want to try and post on it once a week, alternating from poems to photos. So it's just making sure I have enough work, and also I don't want to share certain poems because some of them I would like to be published in books, and usually publishers don't like it if they publish work that has already been put out to the public that they can already see. So I'm just trying to kind of balance it and kind of get into the swing of Instagram with my poetry and just kind of see how it works, what works best for me, and also creating work which I can post, which also goes in hand with having a regular writing routine. Something else I have been doing, which I did back in July, I had a massive craze for doing this, is making mood boards for my poems. And I may link a few up on the screen, if not they will be somewhere on my Instagram for my poetry. And I've just been doing that in a sense of teasing poems, I guess, to people. Maybe poems that I don't want to share or ones that are in the making. And it just kind of helps bring my vision together for certain poems and to kind of give a visual essence to it, I guess. As some of these poems I would like to create photos for to go alongside them. But these mood boards, I've just really been obsessed with doing it. And I have really been enjoying it, like I said. So that is something that I have been doing. I haven't been doing it as recently because I haven't been writing enough poems to do some more, but that is just another little thing that I have been doing. Don't really know how helpful it is, but it's just kind of something to keep other people engaged and to kind of give me a more visual aspect when it comes to the poems that I'm writing. And at the end of July, beginning of August, I actually went away down south with my mum, and we went to Portland, which is an island in Weymouth, which is where my grandparents were, which is where I grew up as a child. And that place is one of the places where one of my book ideas is based on. And I did get a chance to write, kind of just being back there just really sparked some inspiration and memories for me. So being back there, I was able to kind of take some time to kind of not necessarily write poems, but write ideas for poems and kind of think about how I want to structure a book based on the setting and the place in general and all the memories and stuff that I've had there. And that book is also one that I want to include photos for. So I took some photos that I could hopefully use in the future when I come to writing in this book and putting it together, which will be great. I do definitely plan on going back there a good couple of times whilst I'm putting this book together and working on it, because at the moment I have two definite book ideas, and this one I am more vivid about, even though I don't really want to put it together too much because I know I kind of need to send work out to magazines and publish and competitions and stuff like that to kind of build more of a reputation before I try and go for publishing. But I don't know, I can't really put it on hold. I feel like there's a need, I have to write it, and I haven't got an issue with that. I can always go back to the poems and my works and adjust them and change them as I kind of grow as a poet, but I feel like it is a calling that I can't put either of these books on hold. I am going to just continue writing them, and then hopefully one day they will get published. And one thing that was one of my biggest goals for 2019, and I believe I touched on this briefly in my first writing vlog, was competitions and sending my poems off to literary journals, poetry magazines, blogs, all that sort of thing, as that is one of the ways that as a poet you can build a reputation. People kind of get to know who you are and get interested in your work, which hopefully will lead to publication. So I am a member, or I have a subscription even, to a poetry magazine / journal. I think it's called the Poetry Book Club, something like that. I probably got that wrong. But the last one that I got, the last magazine that I got from them, I actually got some flyers, and quite a few of them, or basically all of them, were for competitions, and a couple of them are past now, but I have two here and I definitely going to enter one of them at least. So these are the flyers that I have. There is one for the Wales Poetry Award and one for the Shooter Literary Magazine competition, and I'm going to try and enter these, definitely one of them. I feel like I'm definitely going to enter the Shooter one, and then if I can I will enter the Wales one, but we're gonna just see what happens, because first of all I actually have to have some poems that I can send in, and I have maybe one poem that I'm willing to send in that I feel like is good enough. I am filming this video around the middle of October, and this one closes on the 24th of November, and this one closes on the 28th of November. So I'm going to try my best to enter these, and it's quite cheap, I believe, at least for this one to enter. It's like £3 for a poem, or it's like £8 for 3. I don't know if I'm going to do 3, but I'm definitely going to try and enter at least one poem into one of these, most likely this one, like I said. So hopefully this video will be up before then, so you guys really need to keep me accountable. You need to make sure that I enter this. When this date comes, when the end of November comes, you need to be checking on me and making sure that I do it, because that's also another reason why I'm doing these vlogs, because I am trying to keep myself accountable and I want others to keep me accountable. So then I have to have some progress, I have to have something to show you by the time I do my next vlog. So I think that is it for this writing vlog. I feel like it was a little bit PC and I haven't made as much progress as I would have liked, but at the end of the day I'm the only one that can keep me accountable, even though I'm putting this out to the world, so then you guys are obviously part of this journey. But hopefully by the time I do my next vlog for you, which will maybe be at the end of the year or the beginning of the year next year, like who knows, it depends on what happens, but hopefully I will have made some more progress, maybe finished another poem or two, and also entered some of these competitions, because that was one of my goals for this year and I still really want to do it. So I'm just going to try my hardest, really try and get my head down, write some poems, and then we're just going to see what happens, because sometimes you might not think the poems are good enough, but then again, if I don't enter the competition, I never know whether I will have got anywhere, whether I will have done very well. So we're just going to see what happens, and fingers crossed, my next writing vlog is going to be a little bit more successful than my last one. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and little bell icon so you'll be noted every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave the links to my social media along with the links to my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!